Okay, here we are. Last show up and show out of 2021. I'm super excited about it. I'm glad we've been able to do this. And I'm also really glad that our team wanted to open this up to all consultants in our entire group. And I hope that in 2022, we'll have some more people attend them and get something out of them. I really enjoy sharing things that I've learned, and I've enjoyed having you guys, other consultants on our team, leaders, help train as well. We all learn and grow from one another. I know just personally today, being with Amanda and our superstar director, Shannon, for lunch, we were sharing ideas and bouncing off of one another. And I took home a lot of ideas that I need to actually decompress and write down on paper soon. Because there's just so many good things that I learned just because we were collaborating and sharing with one another. And that's what Show Up and Show Out is all about. That's what our team pages are all about. That's what our team and our community and our culture is all about, is sharing with one another and learning and growing, because we all think of things, we all look at it. We can all look at the same image and see something completely different. The same thing with our businesses. We can all look at our businesses and see something completely different. And so when we work together and we share things, is when beautiful, beautiful things happen with each other and with our businesses. So tonight we're going to talk about rest and reorganizing, or reorganization. I wasn't really sure what to call it, but we're also going to talk a little bit about reflection. It's the end of the year. Another year has come and gone. I don't know how this year went by so fast, but here we are. I do want to talk about rest, because I think rest is really important. I know for most people on our teams and in our group, our entire group, most people do Scentsy as a side hustle or a hobby or something in addition to what they do full-time, whether that be full-time work outside of the home job or a stay-at-home, work-from-home position. It's not something that a lot of people do full-time. So I do think that resting from the year is something that's really important to me. It's something that I've heard some mentors that I call my invisible mentors, because I follow them and I learn a lot from them, but they don't really know that they are mentoring me. And these are just other fellow consultants that have been in the business a lot longer. And so I've heard for many years that like resting is super important and that you have to earn your rest. And so when I say rest, I don't mean like tomorrow's the Christmas delivery day cutoff, and that you should just deuce out of your business for the rest of the year. I don't think that that's not what I'm trying to say. But what I am saying is that we've worked really hard. A lot of you guys that are on this call right now, like you've put in a lot of hard work in your business this year since you've joined, and you deserve to take some time off. So we're going to talk about that. But before we take rest, I know for me, rest is going to look like doing a lot of reading. I love to read. And so I had a goal in 2021 on my vision board to read 55 books this year, and I'm not even close. Like I might hit 40 before the end of the year. And I'm kind of sad about that, because I know I read more than that last year. But anyway, I set the goal. I'm not going to reach it, but I do love to read. So part of my rest is going to be reading. I don't know if you guys just got the email. I got an email it was an email. I'm pretty sure it was an email. Got an email just a few minutes ago, a couple of hours ago, that Scentsy is actually going to be closed. The home office is going to be closed from December 24th to January 2nd. And I'm kind of following suit. I'm closing the 24th until January 2nd. And so when I say closing, I mean that I'm taking rest. I'm going to be with my family. I'm going to enjoy the holidays. I'm not going to be running around on December 24th trying to get people last minute gifts or be doing a whole lot of work related things. Now, with that said, taking off that time frame, I may not be working so visibly. I may not be, on the team page, or I may not be like emailing my customers every other day, or not. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. I'm not necessarily going to be working with people, but I am going to be working a little bit behind the scenes, and we're going to talk about that. It's going to be part of the reorganizing in just a second. I'm working right now. Can you close up? I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay. Sorry. So when I talk about resting, because I'm looking forward to the resting, I'm really excited about sleeping in and reading and like curling up on the couch with the kids and watching Christmas movies. Like I'm really excited about that. But before I can do that, I got some things I have to wrap up. Okay, so tomorrow is the Christmas cutoff, but that doesn't mean that the month is over. We still have 2 more weeks. That doesn't mean that as I'm going to be resting, it doesn't mean I'm going to be like my shop's going to be closed. You all know if you have a personal website, a PWS, you can be open 24/7, and I'm definitely going to encourage that with my customers. So excuse me, before I take off on December 23rd, I am going to be sending out an email. I'm going to be telling my VIP group, making it a pinned post at the top of my VIP group, that I am going to be taking off. However, I'm going to encourage that they shop my mystery hostess link. Okay. There are some, excuse me, there are some specifications for mystery hostess and how you can advertise that. In your Cincy standards of the workstation, you cannot say things like anybody who orders in this link will go into a drawing, because we can't, that's technically a pay to play. And those are actually illegal, not just with Cincy, but like they're illegal. So we can't tell anybody that if you order, you have the chance at this. We can't really say that, but you can tell people that there's a mystery hostess link. Whatever you say personally, one-to-one communication, that's a personal private special. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't say in there, because that's a personal one-on-one conversation, and I'm not here to monitor your personal conversations. So what I'm saying is that I am preparing to rest. So I am preparing to let my customers know that I'm not necessarily going to be available, but they can shop my website at any time. Before I even do that, I'm going to also offer them suggestions for some good winter scents that are like post Christmas, but still wintry scents. So I'm going to give them like Vanilla Mint and Arctic Kiss and not Eskimo Kiss, Polar Bear Hug and Snowberry and things like that they can order for themselves to get them post Christmas, but into the new year scents. And I'm going to encourage that they shop online. Some other things I'm going to consider doing before I close up shop on taking my rest on December 23rd is maybe go ahead and start thinking about my January mystery boxes that I do. Mine are called the KCJ this or that. And so for my this or that, I was thinking about it today. I think I'm going to do some things that are winter related. Okay, I just saw Brittany Aikens message. Anyway, so I'm going to be considering what my mystery boxes are going to be for January and start promoting those towards my cutoff time. So that way I will have some things set up. So anyway, the point of what I'm saying is take your rest. Love your rest. Appreciate your rest. Take some time off for you and your family during the holiday season, but prepare for it first. Okay, prepare for it first. The other thing I want to talk about is with the rest that I'm going to be taking from January 23rd to not January 23rd, December 23rd to January 2nd, is I'm going to be doing some things in my office that are kind of behind the scenes where I'm not necessarily working, but I am cleaning up. You all see this? This is a whole thing. The floor, you should see over here, it's a disaster. Okay, this is a whole thing. I'm going to work on fixing that while I'm quote unquote off. I'm going to be going through some things I need to get rid of, extra supplies that I'm not using. If I haven't used it in an entire year, probably need to do something with it. I'm going to clean up my office. I'm going to straighten up things, clear this desk off. Oh my gosh, this desk is ridiculous. But I'm also going to be preparing for the 2022 year. And so that'll look quite different for some of you guys. Some of my clearing out will technically be going through my workstation contacts, people who haven't ordered from me in the last solid full year. I'm gonna do what I call archive them. So you can literally click the button beside their name and press archive, because these are people that if they haven't ordered from me in the last year, they probably have another consultant. Maybe they don't use Cincy anymore. Either way, I'm not their consultant anymore. And so I want to be sure that I'm staying in contact in 2022 through email and any other communications. I want to make sure that I'm staying in contact with them, with people who want me to be in contact with them. Does that make sense? So that's why I do use the archive feature. Some people don't. Some people never use the archive feature, but I do actually use the email of our workstation frequently, because I can click contacts. I can click the little square at the top and select all and email everybody in my contacts list. Or if you change on the right-hand side, you can either look at 50 people, 250, 500, or see all. I usually do 500. I don't know why I click 500, but I click that, and that way I can email everybody at one time. Now, we know that the last couple of weeks we've had some issues with emailing through the workstation, but I'm persevering because simplicity matters. And so this system is already set up in place for us. And so when it works, it is kind of effective, and I don't have to go out there and use a whole nother email service, because that's just too much. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is, like I said, reorganizing. But when I'm talking about reorganization, I'm not just meaning physically like clean up the mess in my office, fix this closet door so it'll actually close and not be open all the time, archiving my contacts in my workstation. I'm not talking necessarily always about that, but I am too talking about reflecting on your year. And Amanda is going to talk about this a little bit more specifically, but reflecting on your 2021 and trying to prepare yourself for 2022 is to me, it's one of the most important things you can do to wrap up your business year. And Amanda, if you do, are you ready to take it away with what you want to talk about? Resting, reorganizing, reflecting. You ready to go? Because I think that you talked to me about this today, and you had some really profound things to say. So I wanna mute myself, and I'm gonna let you have at it.
Hey everybody. Y'all hear me? Hi. Okay, so I did make some notes because I really didn't know what I was going to talk about. I told Katie I really didn't know, but today we did chit chat a little bit, and then I want to tell you guys that Katie actually taught me my very first, like, I joined in September, so my very first, like, December that I was ever a consultant. And she really encouraged me to, um, in my own way, to reflect on the year that, like, we had just had, um, to make notes of what, like, had worked for me and what didn't work for me. And then also things I wanted to try or do in the new year. So what I do every year is I, like, around this time of year, when Christmas cut off, it's normally like we have 2 weeks left in December. So even though I definitely am taking off for my business, I'm taking a break too. My nephew will be here on Saturday, and then he'll be here until the end of the year. And then I'm going to go to Colorado for a week. So I'm going to actually be off like 3 weeks. But even though I take that time off for my business, one thing that I am doing during that time, and I feel like it's a really good time. You said this today, or maybe Shannon did, but just in December, it's a good time to do this because if you are taking off, you can sort of step away from just those little things that tie you up in your business and just really take that time to reflect. I go to like the Dollar General and get a little notebook for like $1, a one subject notebook, and everything that I just said, I'll make notes. So what worked for you in 2021? Like, what did you do in your business that was successful? If you had months, and I'm not going to go too deep into this, but there are like reports and stuff. We talked a little bit about this today. We're going to be doing a program in January where we're going to be talking about pulling certain reports and stuff. If you're a leader, we are, and that'll help you. And if you're not a leader, your leader can come to that and show you how to do it. Okay. But there are reports that you can pull, that can tell you, like, show you what you did and your year. So if there was a month that you had 2,000 PRV, or if there was a month that you recruited like 1 or 2 people, like, what did you do in that month? Next year, you're not going to remember that. But right now, while you have time to sit back and sort of think about it, write down like what worked, like duplicate that into the new year if it worked this year. Also write down what did not work. I told Katie today, I have a lot of freshening up in my business I want to do next year. I've been doing this for a while, and after you sort of do the same things, the same fundraisers, the same thing sort of over and over, it gets kind of stale. So in 2022, one of my goals is to revamp and sort of freshen up my business. Also, comment if you're like me. I am the person who sees every cool, creative, awesome idea that y'all and every other sensing consultant has, and I want to do all of it. Okay. But the thing is that I can't do it, neither can you. And you'll go crazy if you try to do everything. So those things that you wanted to do this year that you didn't get a chance to, I could probably write down 100 of those things, write that down, and then you'll get a chance to next year. And I did have a couple more things to say, but it's not really related to like reflecting. I did want to say Katie really touched on this good, but like, if you are planning to take a break, the thing about it, if you work your business in a consistent manner throughout the year, you can take a break, and like almost your customers won't even realize that you're taking a break if you work your business in that way during the year. So that's just a little tip on taking time off, even though that wasn't really about reflecting. But I did have a couple more things, but I don't know if you want me to say all that right now, Katie, but just about, even though we're taking a break, don't stop working. But I don't know if you want me to
No,
touch on that right now, because
yes,
it's
yes.
not really.
Let's definitely touch on that, because I feel like I'm hype about taking my rest, but I know personally, and I don't care if it's tooting my own horn, but I know I've busted my butt this year, and like I earned this rest. I'm ready to take it. So I know I feel like I'm talking about that a lot, but we also wanted to discuss in just a minute, Amanda, that the month is not over. Okay, the month is far from over. So we shouldn't just clock out tomorrow at 8 p.m. because Christmas cutoff is tomorrow and be like, okay, well, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, see you in 2022. That's not what we should do. So one thing I did want to say, this is just a little tip caveat to the reflecting part. And that's exactly what Amanda said is how I do my reflecting. I literally write on a piece of paper every year, or in my note, and I actually bought a new notebook today. This is my 2022 dump book is what I call it. So anything Cincy related, any ideas, anything goes in here. This is my 2021 one. Any notes from trainings, it all goes in the same book. So I can look at that when I'm doing my reflecting. Well, the question that I literally ask myself is, what in 2021 went well? What in 2021 did not go well? What did I try that I liked? What did I not get a chance to try? Those are just kind of ideas. This is another example that I have. If you do this, great, go through it. If you don't do this, it's maybe something you want to try in 2022. And that is, whenever you see someone, a Cincy sister or mister, or even just any kind of idea that you really like, and you see it on Facebook or Instagram, and you're like, that's a really good idea. I want to try that. But you know that like life is crazy right now. You don't have time to sit down and start this new thing. Use the save option. So if you're on Facebook, on the post at the top right corner, there's 3 dots. If you click on those 3 dots, there is an option to save this post. So Facebook will let you save it almost like you're pinning it on Pinterest, but they'll let you save it so you can come back to it later. On Instagram, when the post comes up, it'll have like the like or the heart, the comment, and then there's like a little arrow where you can share it. And then over on the far right side, there's a little, I don't even know how to describe it. There's a shape similar to a rectangle, but it is a save option. It's kind of like a bookmark, I guess, but it's a save option. Is that what Gretchen, you're going to say? Save it. Okay. So in your Facebook and in your Instagram, you're able to save posts to come back to later. Okay. So if you use that option now, then when you are reflecting on 2021 and thinking about what you want to do for 2022, go back and look at your saved Facebook stuff and your saved Instagram stuff from this year. Write down anything that you may have seen that you didn't get a chance to, or you forgot, like, oh, doggone, I saved that all the way in May and I hadn't even like had a chance to look at it. That may be something to think about for 2022. If you don't do that, then know that you have those options for something to try, because I'm guilty of that. I'll see somebody doing something really fun and cool, and I'm like, I got to do that like yesterday. So I start working on it immediately. And that's not necessarily the best route to go, especially when we don't have enough time to do those types of things. So use your save options on social media. Amanda, yes, let's hit on the fact that we still have 2 weeks left, even though tomorrow's Christmas delivery cutoff. It's not the end of the world. Let me just say this real quick before we go there. I am doing an open house by appointment right now. So my customers are having to let me know that they want to come by my house on the times that I have available, dates and times, so I can be here. Okay. Because if no one schedules an appointment, I may go run an errand. But anyway, I'm doing open house by appointment. That's why my office looks a little crazy right now. They can come and shop my stock. Okay. I don't have a lot, and most of the stuff I got, pretty much 90% of the stuff I got for 50% off. Right. So here's the thing. I've had 3 customers come by so far. Of those 3 customers, I asked them, are you gift shopping? Can I gift wrap anything for you? All 3 of them said, I'm not gift shopping. I'm shopping for myself. Okay. So that's helpful to know that these customers that are coming by here, they're not shopping for other people. They're shopping for themselves. So guess what that tells me? People are still shopping for themselves in December. They're not just gift shopping and that they're done tomorrow when Christmas delivery cutoff is done. They're still going to be shopping the rest of December. And I can tell you that my customer who came on Sunday, she wanted to get 1 Christmas scent and the rest of 1 Christmas wax bar, and the rest of them, she needed them to be winter scents, because she said, after Christmas Day, I'm done with Christmas, but I'm not done with winter. So I need to not have the pines and the spruces, but more of the mints and the cleans and the comfies, cashmere and corduroy, cozy cardigan, that kind of stuff. So we got her set up so that when Christmas is over, she's gonna be ready to do the winter things. So just keep that in mind, that just because tomorrow is the Christmas cutoff does not mean that people can't still order for themselves. Okay. All right, Amanda, anything else for that?
Yeah, you said a lot of what I have written down. The thing is, okay, so taking a break is not being absent in your business. And I don't know about y'all, but like I feel like when I do take a break, or if I have a little time off, I feel like that's when my best ideas come to me. And so if you are doing that, like you're working, like you might not be working in the sense that you're doing follow-ups or doing that, but you're still working your business and you're like present in your business. I think like breaks are so important. And if you don't ever take one, you will totally burn out and just, you have to take a break. But you said it, like just because Christmas is over or the cutoff's over, your business doesn't have to stop. We have a ton of stuff um about to happen. Like our business does not stop just because the holidays are over. We're really already into spring. Like if you think about it, we're 1 month away, like a month and a half away from the new spring catalog. We should already be sort of I mean, honestly, keeping it real, I haven't. I'm not planning that far ahead in my business. I don't want y'all to think I am, but like we should be. We should be thinking about who we're going to be doing spring and summer parties with for the new catalog. We've got Bring Back My Bar coming in January. We'll be able to purchase those. Is it the 16th? Is that right? Friday. So this Friday, is that right? Friday? Is that the 16th? Whenever the 16th is. And you just talked about the lady getting the wintry scent. So our December warmer and scent are like perfect winter. Like they're not Christmas decorations or whatever. A lot of people, just like Katie said, the day after Christmas, they don't want Christmas scent. So you could come up with a like after Christmas 6-pack with winter scents, like your special bundle, and call it your own, like name it. Also in January, a lot of people are cleaning and going through. So you could do like a cleaning bundle. I wrote that down earlier. You could come up with that. There's 100 ways to just continue to work your business, and use this time if you are taking a break to like brainstorm a little bit about things that you want to do or try. I feel like my brain is like clear when I have time to step away and I can really come up with some stuff. And also we are still in an incentive period, and that is not over till the end of January. I encourage everybody here to go look at your numbers, go to that incentive tab. If you're a leader here, look at your team's numbers and keep pushing. I mean, we have a whole month and a half to earn a level of the incentive. So, and then plan for January and February. January is going to be transition month. It may be 10% off. We don't know yet. It usually is, but and then February, kind of crazy, but it's the spring and summer catalog already. It'll be here before you know it. So, you know, just because we're taking a break or whatever, like our businesses don't stop. So that's all I have.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love what Amanda said too. Like, one of my invisible mentors, Allison Dalkey, I can't do this. I'm not at her level yet, but she takes like a solid month from December to January, from like, I think Christmas cutoff day. Like she'll probably take from the 16th of December to like the 16th of January. And that's great. I'm glad she can do that. But she needs that. She said she needs that mental break, that mental rest to restore. But she said she always has the best ideas when she's taking her rest. And so that's where her Scentsy Dump book comes in, her new one for the new year, where she literally will just sit, and anytime she thinks of anything during that month, she just goes to her book and writes it down. Ideas, she just writes them down. And that's where I got the idea of having the dump book from, is that I can go back and look at things that I've thought about, talked about, trained on, got from trainings all throughout the year, during my rest, where I'm resting. Like Amanda said, I might not be doing follow-ups with my customers, but I'm clearing out my brain, clearing out my mind. I might not be doing Happy Mail or sending scent of the month samples yet, but I'm working, but I'm not working. I'm about to run out of time. Okay, so when we're talking about resting, earn your rest. Okay. We still have December, but earn your rest. Now, listen, I'm not telling you that you got to take off 2-3 weeks of your business. I'm not telling you to do that, because this is only something I've been doing for maybe the last 2 years of almost 9 years of a business. Okay. But I am saying that it is important to have some nonsensey hours sometimes. I know when those people who want to work this as a business, who want to really take this business seriously and let it do big things, sometimes it feels like it can take over your life. I've been there where I feel like I've worked Scentsy all day long, 6-7 hours in my office, and then at the end of the day, I had nothing to show for it, because I was just doing busy work that really didn't equate to much. Don't let it take over your life. You know, you've got to learn how to rest and have some non-Scentsy business hours. So maybe you're not at a place in your business where you can take a solid week off of doing Scentsy, but you need to do that to, you need to stay consistent. So you need to work your business in some form or fashion almost every day. Okay. But is there some time that you can take off some non-Scentsy hours? Okay. And that should definitely be, if you celebrate, it should definitely be Christmas Day. But the other thing I wanted to say lastly, if I can recall it again, because it went right out of my head as soon as I said that. I don't know, maybe it wasn't that important. Maybe this is where I need to wrap it up. So anyway, for 2021, it's been an amazing year. There's been some big things that have happened. I've watched some of you all accomplish some big, scary goals that you had for yourselves. I've watched you all do some things that you didn't think you could do. I know that 2022 is going to be even bigger and better. I know that we're going to just have an amazing, amazing year. I know we are. There's growth to be had. There are things that you are going to do because you are going to set your mind to it. In January, of course, we'll probably talk about some goal setting, but I think while you're having some rest, reorganization, reflection time is also, excuse me, also definitely, yes, Brittany, I will say that just a second, is definitely an opportunity for you to think about what you want your goals to be for the year 2022. What do you want the end of the year to look like? This time next year, what do you want it to look like in your business? Are you still even going to be a Scentsy consultant next year this time? I don't know. You get to decide that. But what is your goal going to be for 2022? Do you have big goals? I really think it's important for you to think about what you want your business, whether it's a side business, a part-time, a full-time, whatever. What do you want your business to look like next year this time? Okay. That's goal setting. Okay. Lastly, the reminder, thank you, Brittany, reminder about your Christmas photo. I am putting together a video for our entire group. It will be on YouTube unlisted, so you can only see it if you have the link. After the new year, I will be taking it down, but basically just send me a picture of you and your family. It doesn't even have to be a Christmas picture. It could be, or holiday picture. It could be just a picture of your family if you just want to wish everyone Happy New Year or whatnot, or Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas. Send that to me. Let me know your family's name so I can attach that as well. And I'm just going to make a quick video to send out to our entire group family, just to say all the things to everyone. And if you would like to send me a picture with your family's names, please do so at kcj0507@gmail.com. Okay. Thank y'all so much for spending some time with us tonight, for investing in your business, for investing in yourself, for showing up and showing out. Y'all, 2021 has been amazing. I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store for us. Y'all go rest, reorganize, and reflect on your business. Love y'all, mean it so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. Bye.